Good morning, hello, and welcome back. We're gonna do some live brew session with a friend of our channel. Sal is here this morning. Hello, Sal.
How's it going, everyone?
So Sal is actually about to leave to Hawaii. Why don't you tell us about that for briefly? So what are you gonna be doing?
So I'll be working on a coffee farm in Hawaii for 6 months. They grow geisha and pacamara. They do all the different processing, some experimental stuff as well. So should be fun. We'll do hands-on processing and picking.
So you're gonna be as an intern for
Yeah.
this farm in Hawaii. Again, they
Yeah.
produce geisha. So
Yeah.
we're not talking about Kona coffee here. Okay, we're not talking about Kona. And then we are talking about which island? Is the main island?
Yeah.
Okay.
Main.
And by the way, I never heard about Hawaii producing geisha. So it's going to be. Have you tried that coffee yet, Sam?
I have not.
Okay.
I've heard of their farm. It's called Monarch Coffee Farm.
Monarch. Okay.
I've heard of their farm many times. I've never ordered it, and now, why order it and ship it here? I'm about to go there and drink it all.
So by the way, we're gonna be brewing some SEY coffee. Which coffee are we drinking this morning?
Servio Botina,
Okay.
washed pink bourbon.
Okay. So I'm gonna be using V6. I'm sorry, Oria V3. And I'm using the third wave water as well, hot pack of third wave water. Let's go with the EK43 as a grinder. Okay. And I'm gonna have Sal brew this morning coffee. What's the tasting notes again?
Says dark berries, baking spice, and Kenyan acidity.
Okay. And the water temp we set at 92 Celsius. We're going to be doing the 1:17 ratio right now. All right, Sal, take it away.
All right, is it ready? Oh, not yet.
Hold on a second here, Sal. I think we screwed it up, but it's okay. But is that 15 gram?
Yeah.
Okay.
So,
Yeah, we're just going to brew it to 15 gram. That's all. So 250 gram.
all right.
Yeah. Yeah. Good.
So
Good.
just start it?
Yep.
Or is it going to do coffee first?
No, go ahead.
Oh, there we go.
250. We're going to add 250 grams of water. No, that's okay. We just screwed up the calibration. So, yep.
It started it. So
automatically start. Okay, so again, if you're joining us, we are doing some live brew session with Sal this morning. We're going to do the SEY coffee. And again, the tasting note is a baking spice. And what else? Blackberry?
It says dark berries.
Dark berry, okay. Dark berry and baking spice. How's it smell?
Smells good. I get berries, and then I get some spices.
Okay,
well.
yeah, definitely I can smell the spice there. Okay. Let's see here. Make sure to join the live chat as well. We have Ahmed is on the live chat as well. We have I assume New Mexico girl, perhaps. Okay, good afternoon. It's morning right now. Okay, it's in the morning in Arizona here. Yeah. By the way, we just had a live chat with Val from Zona a few minutes ago. So if you guys, in case missed that, make sure to check out the video. Okay, it was a lot of fun. A lot of fun to talking to Val from Zona. So Zona is one of those grinder that, man, it's hard to get it right now. Okay, it's sold out, every time. So Ken just popped in. Andrew is also popped in as well. How's that? Smells good. Yeah. And earlier we just made coffee from Japan. What's that called? Upland Go. Yeah. It's very tea-like. Yeah, that's really good. Yeah, very good. All right. Again, we are doing some live brew session with Sal. And then after this, we're gonna brew something else as well. We're gonna do one more brew. Let's see. How can you taste and smell all those different flavors? Here's the thing about whenever you the tasting notes, right? And then you can actually smell it, smell it different. It's the just a reminder. Okay, just if a tasting note say baking spice and dark berry. I mean, it's not like dark berry, but it's gonna be a reminder of dark berry tasting note. Sometimes it tastes like dark berry or baking spice. So sometimes you gotta really think about it. And I mean, that's why drinking coffee is a lot more complex than drinking wine, for sure. Okay, there's a lot more nuance than wine. So, Sarah, so how do you explain tasting notes? By the way,
Uh,
Sarah is a professional barista in Arizona. So, I mean, he's a real, he's real. Okay, he's not a hobbyist.
yeah,
So,
I think a lot of it comes with time.
mhm.
Um, when I first started drinking coffee, even specialty, I didn't really like it. I didn't like it immediately. Uh, it was my uncle actually who would brew me pour overs every week and wanted me to try them, and I never liked it. But eventually, I developed where after a few months, I started to like it and crave that flavor. But it took me a while of tasting different coffees.
Okay.
Um, Tasting different coffees to start to um, realize what people mean when they uh, describe tasting notes. Because I think you have to drink coffee a lot, and you have to drink a lot of different coffees for it to start to make sense.
Okay, so we change actually grind size to pre-course, size 13 on EK43. So EK40 go up to 16 as grind size.
Yeah, let's
We're
go even
at
course.
we're at 12, actually 12 right now. So I mean that's pre-course.
I only do a couple swirls,
Yeah,
and
4
even
minutes.
that, even that.
Hmm. So 4 minute brew, close to 4 minute, 3:59. So okay, smell that.
Oops.
So let's give it a try here. So this is a coffee from SEY. I mean, if you don't know SEY coffee, SEY is based in what
Brooklyn.
Bronx,
Brooklyn.
Brooklyn, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, Brooklyn, and they're very popular. So one of better coffee roaster in U.S. for sure. Okay, cheers, guys. And so they are known for very light roast as well, very light. Okay. Let's see here. Smell. What are you smelling, Sal? I smell some.
I smell a little bit of berries.
Yeah.
And some spice, maybe like clove type of spice.
Really, you can smell the clove. Here's the thing about the tasting note. Sometimes you have to think about it and also make sure. Sometimes hard to describe. Okay, hard to describe, but just keep practice. Okay, just keep practice the smell. I mean, I can definitely smell some kind of baking spice. Okay. I don't know what, but yeah. Okay, here we go. Let's give it a try. Yeah, definitely different. Okay, hold on. It's extremely clean. There's a lot there, a lot going on in this coffee. Okay, what do you think, Seth?
Yeah, I definitely get maybe like blackberry,
Okay.
something like that, or maybe other berries. Um,
I mean, do you like the coffee though? I mean, it's very, very good. Okay, here's the thing about this: very good, but it's not my cup of coffee. Okay, it's very good, but it's not my style.
yeah, I mean, I could even go like
I
maybe
can even,
even quicker brew,
yeah,
but I do like it. It's interesting.
very clean. Okay, very clean, interesting. Wow, I can taste like some seaweed. I taste definitely seaweed there. Do you taste seaweed? Kind of umami tasting notes.
I don't know about seaweed. I mean, I don't have
Yeah.
seaweed a lot. The only seaweed I've had is the, what do you call the dried?
Oh, yeah, yeah, okay. Yeah, because I had some seaweed soup the other day. Definitely remind me of that. Okay. And yeah. So here's think about the coffee drinking. I mean, if ask 10 people, they're gonna give you 10 different answers. Comes to tasting notes, and so whatever you read on the cover of your coffee there, think of it as a guideline. Okay, think of it as a starting point. So when they roast it, this roaster, they taste X, Y, and Z. Okay, so that's kind of a starting point. And so whenever you brew, so you want to be close. You want to get at least pick out at least one. Okay, at least get one of them. All right. So I mean that's what the intention to roast. Roasters whenever they roast coffee, there's the intention to bring out one of those tasting notes. So
Yeah, I mean, sometimes their water is going to be
mhm,
different, their brewing is going to be different. They might come up with the notes on
mhm,
different freshness or
okay,
different days after roasting. So, I mean, some coffees you're not going to get any tasting notes on the bag. Sometimes you'll get them all.
okay. So coffee's cooling down right now is a lot more interesting. A lot more interesting. It's cleaned up. I mean, if I'm gonna give you this cup right now, you're gonna love it or you're gonna hate it. I don't think there's no in between. I mean, if
Right.
you drink this, I mean, do you feel like you're drinking coffee?
Well, when I think of coffee, I think of coffee like this, but most people don't think about it that way.
Okay, because most people coffee, whenever you drink coffee, I think of it as like, you guys like, coffee candy, right? Coffee candy, or think of it as like Starbucks coffee as well, even diners coffee too. This is not it. Okay, this is not it.
Yeah, this is not traditional.
No, definitely not. So hold on a second. We have Brian say I have 4 weeks, 4 week rested single origin from Bolivia. Coffee from Bolivia. Have you had a coffee from Bolivia?
A few times.
Okay. Okay. And the note of a maple listed. I brew, I pour over and stepped. Okay, step. Okay, and the grandma came out of the kitchen. Smells like maple syrup. Wow. Never found the taste. Taste. Never found the taste though. It smells like it, but man, interesting there. So what are we gonna brew next?
Let's
So we got
see.
some sample pack from our friend Tim from Boston. So he gave us some little bit of sample pack there. That's why we are doing the live brew session this morning. Just hang out, brew some coffee here.
Yeah, this is
What we
a
got?
Ruby Churroso from Prodigal.
Ruby Churroso.
Tim said he really liked it.
Okay.
Our friend Jordan said he really liked
Okay.
it. So,
By the way, Sal loves Prodigal from the Sky Rivals roaster. Okay. Wow. I mean, this smells like
it's washed.
yeah, wash. This is wash coffee.
Yeah.
Definitely smell flour. Flour. Wow, it smells incredible. Okay. I mean, that's the thing about the coffee. Okay. I mean, uh, I wish you guys are here to smell this coffee right now. Yeah. Definitely not a regular coffee for sure. Definitely not regular coffee. And I don't know how many grams here, so I'm gonna measure out how many grams Tim sent us. Okay, another 15-gram dose. So pretty much this is like one and done. Okay, but
Just little sample.
yeah, just a little bit of sample, one and done. So, shall we go a little coarse on that?
I did.
You did already. Good, fantastic. Okay, so we're gonna go coarse grind on this one here as well. Okay.
Let's do mellow drip.
Okay. So we're gonna do mellow drip.
Just in case. If I agitate too much again.
So we're gonna use a mellow drip. shall we? I do enjoy Oria V3. Or you want to switch out the brewer?
Let's keep the same.
Okay, let's keep the same. Okay.
So I don't mess it up.
So again, so I'm doing the, so this is a cone-shaped paper. It's called T90. I'm just wait I fold it, so I can use it in the flat bottom paper there. So you can actually use a flat bottom. And use the, it's called Negotiator. If you have a 3D print, you can print this. You have one of these, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just like to fold it like so. Just pop right in. Okay. I'm just gonna wet the paper. Man, I go through a lot of water. All right. So again, we're gonna do Brewing Prodigal. What's the tasting note on this one, Seth? Do you see?
Where did I put it? Oh, that's right. Oh, we forgot a bean. Yeah, it says lemongrass, pineapple, and pretty.
Pretty. Okay. So did you
Yeah.
guys hear that? One of the tasting note is a pretty.
Yeah, I don't personally find that one super helpful, but
No.
you know. Tastes good, but I don't know what pretty means. But.
Well, smells very interesting. Mm-hmm. Okay.
Man, it's messing up.
Hold on, what's going on here? Yeah, we got. That's fine. 250 grams. Okay. Ready? So we're gonna do another brew. We're gonna do the Prodigal coffee this time.
Oh, no,
Yep.
we started.
Okay. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. If you are just joining us, we are brewing SEY coffee this time. So we did brew. I'm sorry. We brewed the SEY a few minutes ago, and now we are brewing Prodigal. Okay.
Smells good.
That smells good. Yeah, it smells fantastic. I definitely smell the lemongrass. Yeah. There's definitely smell the lemongrass there. By the way, who's first timer joining us today? Okay. Who's for first timer? Let me know. Okay. We got about a few people watching this morning. Yeah, this is great, guys. You know what? Again, I mean, coffee should be, fun. So sometimes it's a lot more fun to drink with someone else than drinking by yourself. I don't know about you guys, but what do you think, Sal? Do you like share a coffee with somebody or drinking by yourself?
I like to have both.
Okay.
Both is nice.
So what'd you have this morning?
This morning, I had another Prodigal.
Okay.
Pink Bourbon
Okay.
from Colombia.
By the way, I'm gonna shout out to Joe. Is popping in. Just hey Joe, where have you been, buddy? We haven't seen Joe in a long time, so shout out to Joe. Okay. I mean, Joe is the owner of Espresso Outlet. And if you have any question about DF grinders, he is the man. Yeah. He's the man there. So he's busy. Summertime, so obviously he be traveling for sure. By the way, so I've been playing with the DF64V. I'm sorry, DF83V. Okay, for last couple weeks now, even more so. Okay, a lot more playing with. Okay, so we're gonna brew some coffee with the DF83V next couple of days as well, during our live session. Okay. 11:55 media today was great right from Preston. Hey, 11:55, you gotta come by here. Okay, you definitely need to come by. All right. If you have time, come by for a coffee next couple of days. We're gonna have some good times here. We got a lot of great coffee. So again, I'm usually here on Saturday morning too. So just stop by anytime. We're gonna do some sample of coffee. Shout out to Ahmed for super sticker. Okay. Yeah, shout out to
It's
Ahmed.
like 250. We're done.
250. That's good time. So grind setting in what? 14.
Yeah.
Wow. Think about it, because here's what I did to this grinder. I actually calibrate uh, even
Coarse.
even coarse by 3 clicks. Based on that, so this is equivalent to 17 clicks.
If zero is
Exactly. So
true zero.
no, if it's zero, number 3.
Yeah.
Number 3
So you
is zero.
change it to number 3.
Yeah. So
Yeah, I mean, I tend to prefer. Some people prefer pretty fine grind, and maybe not as much agitation to not clog it. I prefer to go pretty coarse and then either do more pours or agitate more to make the brew longer.
okay, we have a 11:55. So I have to okay get with you on that. I don't have many days off, but yeah. If you have days up on Saturdays, let me know. Okay, come by on Saturday morning. All right. Yeah. Okay. So I've got some onyx as well. Yeah. And then actually, I do need to visit Prescott too. Talking to Curtis the other day, he got some samples for me as well. Yeah. Let's dump this coffee. Okay. How's that smell? Smells good.
I think it smells good.
Yeah, it smells fantastic. So this is the Prodigal.
Yeah.
There we go, buddy. There we go, folks. So this, let's see, what's the tasting note again? Baking spice? No,
lemongrass,
lemongrass,
pineapple, and pretty.
Lemongrass, pineapple, and pretty. I mean, what kind of person put down pretty as a
I don't know.
tasting note as pretty? I mean, that's
I
Scott
don't know what
Robb.
that means.
Yeah, I have no idea what that means. Okay.
Yeah, I've seen pretty. I've seen perky.
Perky,
I've seen zippy.
zippy. From Scott? From Prodigal?
Yeah.
Wow. So let's give it a try. Definitely lemongrass finish. Man, I can taste the lemongrass. Yeah. Tasting note, the finishing tasting notes. Lemongrass. Here's the thing about the lemongrass. Once it's cooled down, I bet you we're gonna taste pineapple.
I taste a little now, but
yeah, I bet you once your coffee is cooled down a little bit, it's gonna bring out the pineapple. It's gonna be really pop. So coffee is still hot here. So when the coffee is hot, you're gonna see the lemongrass is very dominating right now, but it's gonna be cooled down a little bit. We are going to taste some pineapple for sure, for sure. Okay. Meantime, we have Linda's joining us from somewhere. Yeah. So we got a few people watching this morning. Okay. If you guys are missed earlier session with Val from Zona, okay, we did a live session with the Zona, so there was a lot of fun. Yeah. Again, if you guys are into grinders, I think Zona is most sought after right now. Everybody wants to get one of those. So, what is your dream grinder? Do you have one?
Probably hard to say, but probably EK.
Okay.
Right, you see Brent.
Mm-hmm.
Brent put his notes on this coffee.
Okay. Now I can taste pineapple. The subtle pineapple.
What was I saying? Yeah, probably EK.
Okay.
You can put a bunch of different burrs in there. Um,
I mean, even though SARS EK with a whole bunch of burrs, yes, that's 98 millimeter, by the way. You know how much 98 millimeter burr cost?
like 500 each,
500
600,
bucks each.
500.
Each.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's not cheap.
But if I'm already spending 3,000 on a grinder, I'll probably be fine at that point.
Okay, that's true.
Yeah, I mean,
All right.
if I can afford to get a
Yeah.
$3,000 grinder,
Yep.
might
Sure.
as well get the burrs.
Yeah, just get the burrs. Okay, just get the burrs there. All right. So let's see. What else? So far we drink about 3 different coffee this morning. So what is your favorite so far?
Personally, out of the three, this one.
Yeah, I think so too. I think this is one my favorite so far. Thing is, it's all a lot of tasting notes are subjective. Personally, I really like lemongrass, very spicy coffee, and so this one is wash. By the way, this is a wash coffee. Okay, not natural coffee either, just a wash coffee, and just bring out that wonderful tasting notes. Fantastic.
I could see this being a more processed coffee, but it's only
Exactly.
washed.
Yeah, just wash coffee.
But
So
the lemongrass is very. I like the lemongrass note. So like
I mean,
Brent said, it was a little overpowering, but if you like lemongrass,
if you guys are if you are into a specialty coffee, what do you recommend, Sal? If you are, if you are brand new to specialty coffee, I mean, what do you recommend the people go out there experience?
in terms of what roasters.
Yeah, I mean, just anything.
I mean, going to finding a specialty shop in your
Okay.
area is always
Okay.
good. Usually baristas working at if they're not too busy. Me if people have
Okay.
questions about coffee, I'm always happy to
Hmm.
to answer and talk about it. So you could always go
Okay.
there, see what they recommend, try some of their coffee. Um, if you have other, if you have friends that are into coffee, or the Discord, you come on the Discord or things like that. I think that's always a good
Uh,
way to learn more.
by the way, if you haven't joined our Discord, okay, feel free to join our Discord. I think I'm gonna put the link on the comment section. So feel free to join if you have any question about the different types of coffee. We have, few people are going to help you out as well. And if you guys want to try out some specialty coffee with the coupon codes, okay, friends at Good Brothers Coffee, he's nice enough to give you guys 15% off all the coupon, all his coffees. So make sure to check out the Good Brothers Coffee. He has a Lady Geisha. He has the Light Tea as well. He has a whole bunch of new drops. And did you get some coffee from Brit?
I did.
Which one did you get?
I got the Ledi Geisha,
Okay.
the lychee. There's an Ethiopia, Rwanda, and a Colombia, I believe. Got a sampler of his menu, and I'm waiting to rest it.
Okay, that's good. By the way, 11:55. Say that's that's one of my favorite reasons to visit Presta. Okay, what 11:55 is talking to our local coffee roaster in Tucson, Presta. Start working for competitor, by the way. Okay, and then I mean, if you're gonna recommend coffee shop in Tucson, do you have any recommendations?
I mean, I think if you're, even though I don't work there, I think if you're into the really light roast, funky stuff, I think Presta's your best bet. If you like slightly more into the medium roast, still specialty, but
Traditional.
a little more traditional, then you can try out Savaya. There's also one called Yellow Brick.
Yellow Bricks,
well.
okay. Yellow Bricks is one of them as well. But again, I mean, if you are in Tucson, I don't know how many people are watching from Tucson. Maybe only a handful of people watching it, but I think the only coffee roaster I know actually specialty coffee, as we think of. I think Presta is one. Okay, and then Presta 11:55 say when I got my first Chemex a few weeks. Okay, Chemex is fine. But if you start playing with like pour over like Orea or some other brewer, it's gonna give you even cleaner taste. The problem with the Chemex I have is you cannot just brew 15 gram. You have to brew a lot of coffee, 30, 40, 50 gram at a time. So I mean, for me, if you're into single cup, I think I like I like Oria or some kind of pour over device, and also you have a lot more option with the paper as well. If you're Chemex, you only stuck with the one paper, Chemex paper. But if you're into V60 or pour over, you have an option for different types of paper as well. I think paper makes a difference in cup quality.
I think so.
Any thoughts on that, Sal?
Yeah, I think so. I mean, I was with just like the Hario filters for a while, and then when I tried T90, I think T90 definitely flows faster. I think it's a cleaner cup. I think the separation of the different flavors is, yeah, there's more separation with T90, whereas the Hario is kind of like what people say muddy or like the flavors blend together a little more.
Okay, we have a great question from Ahmed as well. Okay, did you try the coffee from Loring roastery machine versus other Provat? So here's the thing about I think great example for that is friend of ours. Okay, Kaya from September Coffee. Okay, because September Coffee, when Kaya was started, do you remember which roaster he was using?
I think it was a Diedrich,
Diedrich or something. Okay,
something like that.
so he was using the traditional, a drum roaster. Okay, and then what Kaya did shortly after, he switched to Loring. All right. So Sarah, so I got the copy from September beginning when Kairos started the business way back, a couple years back, and then so Sal brought me some newer coffee from September. I mean, I can definitely see the cup quality difference.
That's better.
Much better. Okay, it's a lot better.
SEY also uses Lauren, I believe.
Okay, say also so lowering if it's okay. So we are going down to rabbit hole here, guys. This is a rabbit hole uh, topic. Okay, so whenever I'm looking at the roaster, whenever I'm looking at the coffee roasters, I'm looking at okay, what kind of roaster they are using. They are using the drum roaster or fluid bag. Okay, which fluid bag means the air roast, and there's a lot out there. All right, and some roasters are better than others. Okay, Loring or Stronghold, that's the top two most expensive roasters.
Yeah.
Don't you agree? Okay, I mean they're not cheap. Okay, those roasters are not cheap. But I mean, but same time, those coffee roaster, they're somewhat fully automated too. Once you pick a profile, put the coffee beans in, it does the work for you as well. So give you that consistency too. So yes, go back to Ahmed's question. Yeah, it's gonna make a difference in cup quality. But again, but if you're based on if everybody uses the same green beans, okay, and the some roaster has a different taste as well. Okay, so coffee roast. How can I explain this? Because they represent the roaster's taste, right? I mean, some roasters like go darker than some other roasters too. It all depend on your taste. Like say coffee, extremely light. And then I know Sarah working for this particular roaster, he likes to go a little darker. So it's all depend on what you like.
Medium.
So yeah, like medium. So it's all depend on what you like. So the best way to find that is, just try some coffee beans from, other coffee roasters and just pick out, something new. But sometimes we like to drink same coffee every day. So it all depends. I know a friend of mine, he been drinking exact same coffee for the last 20 years. He doesn't want to change. So, I mean, that's okay. But I mean, if you're somewhat adventurous, yeah, just try different roasters. So, who is your top five coffee roasters? Do you have top five?
Top five. I mean, I don't. I should probably explore a little more than I do, but um, Prodigal's definitely in my top five.
Okay, that's why you are Scott Riles fanboy there.
I'm a little biased because that's the roaster I bought from the most.
Okay.
Yeah, Prodigal's in top five. I think Say's in top five. What else? I would say
Just give me.
probably Manhattan. With my
Okay,
experience with
okay,
them, my
okay,
experience with them has been good.
okay.
Manhattan, maybe September.
Wow, September. You're gonna put September on the
I'm
top
trying to
five.
think. Well, I'm trying to
Okay,
think of all the
okay,
roasters that I could put in it.
okay. What
Uh,
about DAC?
DAC, I've
Okay,
only had two coffees from DAC,
we
but
got HNS.
recently, yeah,
Okay,
H&S.
okay,
I've only had two coffees from DAC recently. I recently tried the Milky Cake. I like
okay,
that one.
okay,
Um, let's see. I have liked Aviary, which
okay.
is Christopher
Ferran. Yeah.
Farron's.
We got
But
Pinky
that one's
Chemist.
very, very new. Picky Chemist, I've
Pinky
only tried
Chemist.
one,
Okay,
but the one coffee I tried from
okay.
them was very good. It's too
Again,
many to
I mean,
choose.
so I mean, these roasters that I mentioned. I mean, they are the. If you are into specialty coffee, they are well known in the industry. Okay, that doesn't mean they are the best. No, I mean, it's all depends on your taste bud, but they are the well known in the specialty coffee area. Uh, Again, that's the brand recognition. Okay, that's just the brand name, but they are well known. So I think someone did a top 100 coffee roaster.
I don't know who, but
Yeah,
the
yeah,
website, but
someone did some website did a top 100 roaster. Okay, and the top 10 is that's the usual suspects. Okay, that's what Sarah mentioned. But they're well known. Can't go wrong with it. Those the coffee roasters Sarah mentioned can go wrong with that as well. And try out their specialty coffee. Again, not cheap. Okay, don't get me wrong. I mean, these coffees are not cheap. They don't sell you by pound. They sell you by usually grams.
yeah,
Usually like a
like 200,
200 or
250,
250
sometimes
gram
less.
or less. Okay. The 250 gram, 200 gram, they're gonna sell you for like $22 to $25 per that bag. So again, they're not cheap, but but at least try that, a few times. Okay. I mean, it's highly recommended. Uh, if you're into pour over, that's great because if you're into espresso with that those kind of coffee, make sure you're dialed in properly and know your grinder first. If not, every time you brew espresso, you are looking at 18 to 20 gram for each time. So make sure brew wisely. Okay. All right. Anyway, I think we are man. We talked for close to 40 minutes here. I think we are done for this morning. I'm gonna big shout out to Sal. I'm gonna have Sal join us a few more times before he moved to Hawaii.
And hopefully we'll
Yeah,
figure out going live on the
yeah.
farm.
So
Figure
we
it out.
hopefully we're gonna, as long as Sal has a good connection in Hawaii,
Yeah,
we
I
can go.
mean, we're not like completely removed from civilization,
Okay,
so hopefully we have some sort of signal.
signal there.
Hopefully, we'll see.
And let me. By the way, it's a geisha from Hawaii. That's
Geisha,
interesting.
Pacamara.
Man, I cannot wait to try that down the road. Okay. Okay. Hold on a second here. I think we need to see this topic discussed in depth to give maybe more perspective on the roasting machine world. Maybe you can visit some roasters, show the process. I mean, it's definitely interesting. Okay, definitely we're gonna do that as well. And I'm trying to set something up for a local roaster. Okay, and if you got a coffee roaster, is underwhelming. It's not that it's not the glamour. All right, you are talking about very hot, sometimes very humid. Humidity is up there as well. Arizona is definitely a dry place. I mean, it's dusty. What, what do you think, Sal?
I mean, I'm accustomed to it,
You sure?
but yeah, very dry. Gets very hot. Yeah, lots of dust, lots of
Yeah.
pollen. But I mean, I've lived here my whole life, so
Mhm.
you get over the heat.
Yeah. I mean, even like I do a lot of roasting here as well. Okay, I do a lot of roasting at the shop too. But yeah, it's not the same. Okay, not the same. We definitely. I'm going to take you guys to a coffee roaster. Hopefully soon. Okay, hopefully soon. I mean, I got some couple connection in Tucson, so definitely I'm gonna make that happen. Okay, folks, I'm gonna see you guys tomorrow.